welcome to Good Games Spawn Point, the show for gamers, by gamers. I'm Bajo.
And I'm Goose.
And I am D.A.R.R.E.N. Welcome to the hosting chair, Goose.
Oh, thanks, guys. I'm more than happy to help out while Hex is over in America checking out all the amazing games of E3.
And we're gonna put a little. All right.
Event dilemma.
Oh, she must be having so much fun. Hey, Goose, don't worry about making any mistakes today because Darren and I are total professionals. Right, Darren? Darren? Darren!
Oh, affirmative. What? I was just flossing my internal circuitry.
Okay, guys, how about I take care of the intro? Today we'll be looking at the outer space weirdness of Cosmochoria. Plus, I take a look at a gaming convention right here in our nation's capital.
Oh, French Perth?
Ooh, common mistake, it's actually Canberra.
Sacre bleu! Oui, oui.
That's a lot of Goose. This is turning into a Goose special.
Oh, Kerry insisted. He's a big fan. Now power up those synapses, spawnlings. It's time for D.A.R.R.E.N's challenge. Today, I'm asking you this. What is happening in Super Mario Brothers when you hear this piece of music?
Oh, I know that one! But I'll wait till the end of the show. Okay, now it's time for me to go off and read the news.
Goose, you're the guest this week. Why don't I go read the news? You relax.
Sure you remember how?
Yeah, totally.
Okay.
He doesn't remember.
It's actually...
Other way, Bajo.
Oh, I'm sure he'll be fine.
You'll pick it up in no time. No.
No,
Other way, bud.
wait, we had it right.
Your other left. Your other left.
Nailed it.
All right, haven't done this in a while. Where's everyone? Hello? Hello? Oh, sorry. Goose here with the Bajo here with the Spawn Point news and some more news from E3. Nintendo announced its lineup for the rest of the year, opening its show with puppets, which went on to reveal Star Fox Zero as well as a new 3-player cooperative Zelda game for the 3DS called The Legend of Zelda Triforce Heroes. They also announced a partnership with Skylanders to create a Mario and Donkey Kong Skylander that is also an amiibo, and this will be exclusive to the Wii U. 3 lots of eggs, 17 cheese sandwiches, a new square hat. Oh, I'm sorry, that's my shopping list. Embarrassing. And Square Enix finally gave us an exciting new look at Kingdom Hearts 3. Wow. Microsoft has also revealed an impressive demo of their new holographic version of Minecraft for their upcoming HoloLens device. The new version appears to offer co-op gameplay where one player can use the headset to get an overview of their friend's world. From the view, they can peer inside buildings, see what's underground, and even call in lightning strikes with their voice. And of course, Hex will be back next week with even more from the expo. And that's all the news. That's all the news for this week.
I've seen worse.
Still got it.
Not bad, Bajo. Not bad at all. All right, guys, since I'm in the red chair this week, I thought we could take this opportunity to look back at one of my all-time favorite Super Nintendo games, Harvest Moon. Harvest Moon was originally released all the way back in 1996 by Natsume for the Super Nintendo console, but now it's available on the Wii U's Virtual Console. In it, you play a young farmer left in charge of the family homestead with the task of turning it into a successful farm full of healthy crops and happy animals.
Guys, there aren't many games that capture the satisfaction of watching your farm grow and your livestock flourish, are there?
Well, there was Farming Simulator.
I am timeless. Okay, back around. Watch the...
Oh, Darren, we fell asleep.
Talk about a snooze fest, Darren. But Harvest Moon was one of the originals, and in my opinion, it's one of the best.
Yes, well, you know, I never played the original because back in the day, you were either a Sega fan or a Nintendo fan. You could not be both, and so I missed out. But I had played some of the sequels on DS. Even so, I found this a very slow game.
Ah, Bajo, but that be the life of a farmer. I think it is fair to say that compared to some of today's games, Harvest Moon is slow. But by golly, when it does grab you, you'll be turning out turnips like there's no tomorrow!
Yeah,
Hooray.
Yeah! Turnips!
Turnips. Yay.
they're pretty good.
The game starts you out with a large plot of land that you'll need to clear in order to make room for your crops. These need to then be sown, watered, harvested, and then sold so you can afford to buy more seeds, farming tools, and eventually animals like chickens and cows. It may sound simple at first, but there's a lot to consider if you want your farm to thrive.
When you're not busy tending to your crops and livestock, you can head across to town to purchase supplies, sell some of your wares, or just chat with the pleasant townsfolk.
Yes, in fact, you can even start a family if you meet that special someone and you've got enough money to buy them gifts like cake.
Ah, cake, it just brings people together.
One of the most interesting features of a game this old was its use of a time and stamina mechanic to restrict how much you can achieve in each day. Every morning you wake up with a total number of action points that can be used. However, with no on-screen display, the only way to tell how tired you are is by keeping an eye on your farmer.
Yes, everything from ploughing a field, clearing the land, or even watering your crops will tire your little farmer out. So you have to plan your day carefully and not waste your strength. It can all be quite stressful.
Yeah, definitely. And considering the game has a day-night cycle, you'll need to be doubly organised. Especially if you want to make sure your produce has been gathered in time for delivery, or you've been into town before the shops close and all the townsfolk have gone to bed.
Many ideas like these have found their way into the games we play today. But back in 1996, this sort of gameplay was quite unique.
Yeah, and guys, I'd forgotten just how stressful it is running a farm. After starting out as a successful turnip farmer, I'd saved enough money to buy some chickens, but then they needed to be fed, so I had to sow some grass seeds. However, it was a Sunday and all the shops were closed, so I watered my crops instead, and only to see on the news that night that it was raining the next day, so I'd wasted all my time when I could have been out gathering lumber for my house, and then I left a chicken outside in the rain and she wouldn't lay any eggs, and oh guys, farming is hard.
And there's so much to work out for yourself. For instance, you can sow a field in 3x3 squares, but what the game doesn't tell you is you won't be able to water the middle plant. So when they all start to grow, it will just wither up. I found little things like this quite confusing, and also the game just started to feel more like work than fun.
Ah, but Bajo, what could be more fun than performing mindless, repetitive tasks? Over and over and over and...
Okay, Darren, I think Bajo does have a point though. Back when this game was released, we didn't have other games like Minecraft and Terraria and Animal Crossing to compare it to, and those games have drawn a lot of inspiration from this one.
Affirmative. Many of today's resource-gathering games have now improved on the formula to cut out a lot of the management that humans find tedious.
Yes, but I think despite the repetition, there was still so much that I loved about this game. It was so satisfying seeing your first crop pop up, working out an efficient routine, and just watching your farm start to take shape. And once you had livestock to tend to, seasons that could affect the crops differently, and some cool hidden events like these handy little elves that live under your farm and can upgrade your tools, and you realise this is still a huge game by today's standards, and one you can keep coming back to again and again.
I'm not sure if the farming life is for me, Goose, but I can see that you really love this game, and it's nice to see something old and classic get new life on the Wii U.
Oh, that reminds me. Think of all the shiny new games Hex is seeing at E3 right now!
Actually, speaking of conventions, guys, I recently visited one myself in Canberra. Now, it wasn't as big as E3, but it was just as much fun. Roll the tape, Kerry! A huge part about being a gamer is getting together with others and celebrating the culture. And the best place to do that is at a convention. So I'm down in Canberra at Gamicon, a community-run event that's here to celebrate cartoons, comic books, gaming, cosplay, and just having fun. So I've got my pass. Thank you. Let's go check it out. So I'm here with James, who's one of the organisers. James, tell me, what's the history of Gamicon?
Gamicon started in 2013. A small group of about 5 or 6 people kind of put it on and thought, this is pretty awesome, we should do it again.
How long have you guys been organising this event for?
12 months. So Gamicon last year was on the 24th of May, and we started organising it on the 25th of May.
It's a lot of hard work, over a year of hard work working towards this. This is Serena, she's their female mascot for the Heroes and Villains theme this year.
So I'm here with Marvin, aka
Batman!
and Jock, who is
Joker.
Guys, you guys are dressed up today, you're cosplaying. Have you cosplayed before?
At Halloween I have. I made it Halloween last year. We bought dye and just dyed the costume and makeup and hairspray and stuff.
Very cool. Now, what are you guys looking forward to today at the convention?
We're just looking at all the cool stuff people bring here. Yeah, this is my first convention. I'm definitely gonna come back and look on the internet to see when they're around in Canberra and just go to them.
Okay, Jim, Dad, you're here at a convention. Have you been to a convention like this before?
Every year, the same one.
Excellent. Now, did they have to drag you here, or were you looking forward to it as well?
Oh, we like coming here, but they drag us here a bit.
Okay, Amandine, have you been to a convention before?
No, it's my first convention actually. I'm very excited for it. People playing and all the cosplaying and art competitions is just so exciting.
Have you been to a convention before?
No, not first time. Yes.
What do you think so far?
Oh, I just love it. I like the cosplay thing, so I love it. I love all the costumes.
What's it like being able to bring your kid to a convention and show him some of the older games that you grew up on?
Yeah, it's pretty good actually. I've quite enjoyed this one here, and also the old Sega, Alex the Kid, and the old Atari, the Pac-Man and things. That brought back a few good memories, yeah.
Excellent. And whose idea was it to come to the convention today?
It was actually mine. I surprised him. His brother got to go somewhere else, so I said I'll surprise you and bring you to somewhere special. So, yeah, he's
cool dad bringing you to a video game convention, don't you reckon?
Yeah. It's a good place to meet new friends. Everyone's really friendly, and
it's a great way for people to get a taste of convention before going to a big, massively crowded one.
Yep.
Particularly people who are potentially a little bit shy, unsure, and it's just great for the local community.
well, I went around and I bought a few things and looked at some amazing artwork and bought a print, and my friend was playing Dance Dance Revolution, and it was fantastic. The competition was pretty hectic.
Can you all put your arms in one arm in the air? One arm? Okay. Now if I need to go left, you all lean it to the left. And if I need to go right, you lean it to the right. You're doing great as well. Okay, so we're gonna go straight. Here we go. This way. This way.
Turn around. Right.
How important is it to get volunteers and for people to donate their time?
It wouldn't happen without the volunteers. It's absolutely incredible, and everything you see here today is a direct result of people who want to put on this event for other people. They actually believe in creating this sort of community, and it just wouldn't exist without them.
I think today there's about 30 of us, but in total there's 54 volunteers.
Volunteers are really, really important, and we also really enjoyed ourselves as well. That's how these things get up and running as well, like all the big ones like PAX and Supernova as well.
So conventions are getting more and more popular. How important are smaller community-based ones like GammaCon to the whole gaming culture?
Oh, I would say they're essential, because what they are, they're almost like a stepping stone, because there are the huge international conventions that have tens and thousands of people, whereas these ones are a bit more small, have a bit more of a family, approachable feel.
Stuff like this is what keeps the whole industry going, like especially anime, manga, games, everything here is just people coming together, having fun in a common interest.
It gives people who are local a chance to come to an event such as this for their first time.
What are you hoping they get out of it at the end of the day when they walk away from GammaCon?
I just want everyone to have an absolutely wonderful time.
Well, that's a day at a convention. I've had a great time meeting fans of gaming and pop culture, and it just goes to show what happens when a community gets together to celebrate something they love. I'm going to have another look around, so back to you guys in the studio.
All right, Goose, you remember how this works, right?
Yes. Find the questions, give them answers. I have done this before, Bajo, no worries.
Excellent. On with the first question, please.
All right, how about this first one from Jack in Birkdale? In Super Mario 3D Land, why does Peach, Luigi, and Toad have abilities except for Mario? And how will win in a fight? Batman or Superman? Well, Jack, I suppose it may seem like Mario is getting the short end of the stick there, but I feel like his lack of abilities is actually kind of his ability.
Yeah, interesting idea, Goose, and it makes a lot of sense. Mario is the most balanced character of the lot. He doesn't do anything particularly well, but he doesn't have any downsides either.
So Peach, for example, while she can float, she's also the slowest runner.
While Toad might be the fastest runner, he takes the longest to get up to speed and has the lowest jump.
And Luigi might have the highest jump, but he also takes longer to speed up and has less traction, so he slips around and is much harder to control.
Yeah, indeed. And, in a way, each character is kind of like a difficulty setting. I'd say Peach is probably the easy setting, since her float can really help out in tough levels.
Yeah, and then Mario would be the normal difficulty. Toad is a bit more advanced, since lower jumps can make it slightly trickier, while Luigi would be the hard mode, since he slides all over the place.
I don't know, Goose. I think his higher jump can make things easier.
Okay, well maybe Toad and Luigi are just different kinds of advanced.
Yeah, okay, let's go with that. As for who would win in a fight between Batman and Superman, it's Batman. There's no contest. Batman would win every time, and that is a fact.
Yes, but what you're forgetting is that Superman has superpowers. He's got laser eyes,
Doesn't matter.
he's got ice breath.
Doesn't matter.
He's pretty much invincible, as if he wouldn't win.
Goose, please, I think I know my Batman, and Batman is always prepared for every fight. The fight doesn't even need to happen. Batman's already won because he's always prepared, and he knows everybody's weaknesses, and I think you'll find Superman is pretty weak to kryptonite.
Okay, well, I'm not going to get into an argument with you about Batman, that's for sure.
No argument.
Okay, let's just move on to this one from Daryl, who is a droid and robot repair Ethernet link, who's in Robot Repair Unit in Queensland.
You can't argue with the fact. There's no argument. Oh, look, for example, this is a phone. You can't argue that it's not a phone.
But who would win between the phone and Batman? No. Got you there.
Darren, please answer this question. Thanks. Good game. Do you have any info on when the next Ratchet & Clank game is likely to be released? Please respond, or all noob exterminating robots will destroy you. Thanks and goodbye. Code extended.
Oh, I know this one. Can I answer it?
Daryl did ask for Darren to answer this question, and if we don't let Darren answer it, then he's just going to complain about it all day.
Yeah, all right, I guess
so
that's
if you
fair
want to deal
enough.
with that, then be my guest, but I don't want to deal with that.
Hello.
Hey, Darren, it's Bajo and Goose from the Our Spawn Point desk. How's it going?
Oh, I'm fantastic. How's Goose doing?
He's doing a bang-up job. Thank you very much for asking, but he did try to steal your question. Bajo!
Goose!
Okay, Darren, calm your circuits. The question is, do you have any idea when the next Ratchet & Clank game is coming out?
Oh, of course I do. The official release date is set for roughly the second quarter of next year. However, the game is based on the movie, which we know is coming out on exactly the 29th of April 2016. So, I would make an educated prediction the game will be coming out close to that date.
Okay, but the game is based on the movie, right? But isn't the movie also based on the game?
Affirmative.
Oh, this hurts my head.
Oh, it's quite simple. The movie is based on the game, and the game is based on the movie based on the game.
Oh, that makes more sense. No, wait, I think I get it. Thanks for your help, Darren. Thanks, Darren.
Anytime, Goose.
All right, my brain hurts too. But let's just move on to this next one now from an unknown spawnling in Bajo Land in the ACT.
Bajo Land.
Is that where you're from?
No, I'm from Bajo Land.
Hello, good game, love the show. Darren is a noob. My question, is there any new Mario games coming out this year? P.S. This is for my brother. He loves Mario and your show.
Well, Mystery Spawnling, there are 2 Mario games coming out that we know of this year. Firstly, there's Super Mario Maker for Wii U, which will let you make your own levels and play other players' creations. And that's coming in September.
And the other one is going to be one of the Plumber's sports spin-offs with Mario Tennis Ultra Smash for Wii U, which will be coming out near the end of the year.
They also announced a new Paper Mario RPG coming out next year called Mario & Luigi Paper Jam for 3DS. But on that note, Goose, we're actually out of time for this week, so if you would like to send us a question, you can do that here.
Well, back to the studio?
Back to the studio.
Back to the studio.
Great questions. All right, guys, it's time to return to one of my all-time favorite gaming locations, the endless void, the majestic nothingness of space.
Space. Cosmochoria is a roguelike exploration game that sees you travelling between a diverse range of planets. And, like you, Bajo, I'm very happy to return to space. All those letters I've been sending to developers have obviously paid off because this game has everything I've been asking for. Lasers? Check. Jet boots? Well, it's a jetpack, but that's close enough. Check. And the ruthless extermination of noobs. Those aliens do look pretty noobish to me. Oh, check, check, check.
Yes, I thought you'd enjoy that lasering, Darren, but there is actually quite a bit more to this game. For me, it was far less about the destruction and more about revitalization. All the planets you visit are initially barren, but then you get to bring them back to life. Although I can't say I figured that out straight away.
Neither did I. The game doesn't really explain much to you. For example, in my first game I started flying towards this red glowy thing, thinking it was a planet just like Mars. But it wasn't. That was my first of many failures. So then I tried planting flags on each planet thinking that was the aim. But I noticed that the little planet score in the corner wasn't going up, so I knew I was doing something wrong.
Affirmative. As Goose mentioned, it's bringing the planets back to life that's your main goal here. To do that, you need to use seeds to plant alien trees. And once enough trees have grown, an atmosphere forms around the planet.
Yeah, and I thought it was really clever that the way you build an atmosphere around a planet is also the way you regenerate your health. Which is something you'll dearly need because there are so many aliens attacking you.
So many. And I think that was the only part of this game that I didn't like. You have precious seconds once you've killed an alien to plant trees before another one comes and attacks you. Come on, aliens, give me the chance to plant at least just one tree before you attack again. One tree!
To help you against those aliens, you can build several towers. There's the aptly named Pew Pew Tower that shoots lasers, and you can also build shield towers to retreat into. The game does use permadeath, so you'll be restarting the game often. But thankfully, the upgrades you buy stay unlocked for every playthrough.
And those upgrades sure helped me a lot. Especially against those super tough bosses. But despite the challenges this game kept throwing at me, I happily restarted, determined to save the solar system or just a few more planets. I had a great time with this one, guys. I'm giving it 3.5 out of 5 rubber chickens.
I had a great time too. I love space exploration and roguelikes, which is what this game is. We are trying again and again and getting a bit better each time. I'm giving it 4 out of 5 rubber chickens.
You know, I tried to plant some trees on the moon once.
Oh yeah, how'd it go?
They wouldn't grow.
Ooh, did you try fertilizer?
I did.
Oh, Darren, did you plant it on the dark side of the moon?
That'd be it.
There's a
You need
mistake.
some sun, of course.
Yeah,
There you go.
Yeah.
Good album, though.
Yeah. Well, we're just about out of time for this week, but Darren, the answer to your challenge, if you please.
Oh, affirmative, Bajo. At the start of the show, I asked you this. What is happening in Super Mario Brothers when you hear this piece of music? And the answer is... You've become invincible by picking up a superstar power-up!
Oh, that music was so catchy, guys.
So good. Next week on the show, Hex is back with all the news and shenanigans from E3.
I'm getting an incoming message. Routing it to my screen now.
Hey guys, Hex here. I am at the Electronic Entertainment Expo in America, and I've been playing so many games. Oh my gosh, I saw Charles Martinet, who does the voice of Mario, and I've played Star Fox. I've had so much fun. I cannot wait to tell you about all I've been playing and all of the developers that I've been talking to. Okay, I'll see you guys soon.
Bye, Hex!
Oh, I'm so jealous of all the games she's getting to play.
Oh, yeah, me too. Hey, Goose, thank you so much for helping us out today. You did a fantastic job.
Good job, Goose.
Oh, thanks, guys. It's always a pleasure.
Well, until next time, may all your games be good ones. Bajo out.
Goose out.
Darren out.
Hey, guys, I was thinking maybe next year I could go to E3?
Oh, I could give you a lift. On my back. It's perfectly safe.
Yeah, actually, no, now I think about it, Darren, I might stay here on the ground where it's safe. Didn't you drop a developer in the ocean last time?
Oh, that was just one time. And besides, he made it home. Eventually.